Thanks for joining us at 6. I'm Mark McPherson. Medical researchers at UW-Madison say the future of life-saving research is now uncertain. Plans from the Trump administration to cut National Institutes of Health funding could make a major impact on the university's ability to study diseases. The proposed cuts are also disrupting the university's graduate admissions. WMTV's Nicole Herzog joins us now with more. And Nicole, a judge has temporarily paused the plan, but one UW-Madison researcher is fearful about what could happen if that policy goes through.
That's right. The proposed policy would strip researchers across the country of millions of dollars used to cover indirect costs of studying cancer, Alzheimer's, heart disease, and more. At UW-Madison, one researcher tells me those federal funds are essential to ultimately finding cures.
It's going to really slow down our progress and our ability to address some of those diseases that are most prevalent in our society.
John Audia has been studying the mechanisms behind diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's at UW-Madison for over a decade. His lab, among others at the university, relies on funding from the NIH.
We've seen the incidence of cancers that ultimately lead to deaths decline significantly over the last 15 years as NIH funding has grown.
But with the proposed policy to limit NIH funding, he says that research could ultimately be halted. In terms of immediate impacts, Audia says he will not be able to take on a graduate student in his lab next fall due to the uncertainty.
They're the backbone of the research that we do. Their work day in and day out are how we make our discoveries.
In a memo to deans, UW-Madison graduate school officials said graduate programs should, quote, carefully consider their existing and future resources prior to making offers of admissions. Audia says he worries about how this uncertainty will shape the future of his industry.
One of the things I'm really concerned about is the message we're sending to the next generation of scientists. Where I see us going is a darker place where not as many people will want to join the biomedical workforce.
The university is now hosting weekly meetings with graduate students to discuss those uncertainties. For now, live in studio, Nicole Herzog, WMTV 15 News.
Nicole, thank you. Wisconsin is one of 22 states that has sued to challenge the directive. Court filings show the university would lose at least $65 million a year if the cuts go into effect.